Hey guys, it's awkward and we're back with another video. It's been so long since I uploaded because ever since school started I have had I have had no time on my schedule to do anything. And every time it's either a Saturday, I feel like procrastinating, so I just end up playing video games the entire day. So I'm sorry for that, and I'm back with another video. Today is gonna be when I'm talking about field day, like I told you guys I would. So, I don't know if you guys had this thing at your school, but we had this thing near the end of the year called field day, where it was pretty much just PE but for 3 hours. So, either in the morning it would be preschoolers, first graders, and second graders had their field day from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then us third, fourth, and fifth graders would have ours from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. So at the beginning of the day on field day, if you were in third, fourth, or fifth grade, usually there would be a science assembly where they talk about chemicals, dry ice, bad for you, stuff like that. And then the preschoolers, kindergartners, and first graders and second graders, I think so, would have theirs at the end of the day. Would have their science assembly at the end of the day because they had field day in the beginning of the day. I actually can't talk today. So it wasn't really field day, it was like field half day. So I'm gonna get into what happened. So sometimes the fifth graders will volunteer to go and help out the preschoolers, first graders, second graders, kindergartners, the little people. The fifth graders will volunteer to go and help them out so they don't have to sit through the assembly, and when we come back, because the assembly's not 3 hours long, that would get boring in like 45 minutes. So usually when you go back to your classroom, you just watch a movie or something, and you just do random stuff. So we were doing the assembly, and as usual, I don't know if you guys do this with your assemblies, but like sometimes the person that's like hosting it kind of like ish, I don't know what to describe it. Usually they will like call somebody up to come and be like a test subject, because it's a science assembly. That makes sense, right? So they would have to do whatever the science person wanted them to do. And then we would just sit down and be talking to our friends about how annoying it was that the science person never comes to the back to choose people, because we want to be test guinea pigs for some reason. So I've only gotten picked once in my entire life, and it was something about taste buds. I can't remember the entire thing, but it was like you put this weird tasting paper in your mouth that tasted like hand sanitizer, and then I don't remember the rest. So then we were just talking about how we didn't get picked, blah blah blah. 20 minutes later, the assembly's over. Everyone goes back to the classroom. So we're all watching a movie. Some of us are just like, so me and my two other friends, Alpha and Josue, I really hope you're watching this. I miss you guys. We were just drawing. We were making comics. That same day was when I started a comic series, which was pretty much just a knockoff of My Hero Academia, and I'm still working on that series to this day. So if you guys want me to talk about that in another video, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Just tell me in the comments if you guys want me to talk about my fake My Hero Academia comic book. So we were just drawing. So my friend said that maybe that we should do like a comic book collab or something. I thought that would be pretty cool, but maybe another time, because then I was really in the zone with what I was drawing, because it was like my first book and I didn't want to make it something this big in the first book. So we were just drawing, and there was a movie on, but no one was really watching it. And then like 2 hours passed, I'm still drawing, and then my teacher says, "Okay guys, we're going out for field day." I'm like, "Let's go. That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough." So then we have to wait for the people that were helping out, the little small people with the helping out with the field day thing. Why can't I not talk? I can't actually talk today, so like if you guys like hear me I usually stutter anyway, so like if you hear a lot of stuttering, that's probably why. So we have to wait for the people that are helping out to come back, which takes them like 2 minutes. And then we all start going outside. So that day, it's really hot. And we're like, nothing bad could happen today. Nothing bad could happen. It's so hot. We couldn't get nothing bad could happen. It couldn't start snowing randomly because this is like in the beginning of June. It was pretty warm that day. So I'm gonna be talking about some of the activities we did out there. So we did one. I think I might have talked about this in my gym class video. It's called Fire and Ice, where a bunch of people, like 2 or 3 people, get like a fireball. It's just a red dodgeball, and like 2 or 3 people get an ice ball. It's just a blue dodgeball. If you tag you with it, you have to put your hands on your head for some reason, and then you have to wait for somebody with the fireball thing to come and melt you. So that's how the game works. But in that game, I don't know why, but it's always the fast people that get chosen. And I'm a pretty slow person, so I just stand there and wait to die. Like I accept that I'm going to get tagged, and I just stand there, T-pose in the middle, and say, "Someone come and get me." I'm not even playing with you guys. You can ask any of my friends; they'll tell you I exactly do that. So we play Fire and Ice for a little bit, and then we go to this thing called a parachute. It's kind of like a parachute, and it's pretty weird. Oh yeah, guys, I just got back from like eating some things. I paused the recording so I could go and eat because I was starving. So I'm back. So I'm pretty sure we were talking about the parachute. So it's like this giant, like multicolored thing where it's like you spin. Like they make us do this weird things with this. Like if you're on the orange side, climb across to the other thing whilst we hold it down, whilst it's in the air or something. So it forms like a mountain or something. I have to try and climb over it. One time I ran on top of it and my gym teacher got mad at me. So that was about it. A lot of this I can't remember. So we played this game called Dragon Tales. It's kind of weird. So in Dragon Tales, you would like attach like a scarf thingy onto like the back of your pants. Like you would just put it in like your underwear or something, and then you have to run around and try and pull other people's off, and while trying to keep yours on so that no one will pull yours off. So then it was a pretty hard game. It was kind of weird because like if you missed, you would just grab their butt or something. So that was weird. What other game do we play? Okay, so I don't remember any other of the games that we played. I'm having trouble remembering. So we did. We played this game called Capture the Flag. Well, it's Capture the Flag. So we noticed the pattern of how they were splitting the teams. They would do it opposite, like you go left, you go right, you go left, you go right. So we lined up in a way that it was a friend. So 2 friends would be separated by someone who wasn't friends. So that way everyone would be on the same team with their friends. But I couldn't get anyone to swap with me, so I was on the side that was full of girls with like 2 other boys that I didn't even know that well. So after Capture the Flag, I was just like, I hate them. I hate the boys on the other team. Because those people were, they were sweating. I don't know how hard they grind at home, but they were try-hards. So another game that we played was Star Wars, where it's not like Star Wars, really. So you would put a frisbee on top of a giant cone. So there'd be 3 giant cones in the back and then 2 small cones in the front. So there'd be 2 teams. So there'd be 3 giant cones in the back, 2 small cones in the front, and all of them would have frisbees on top of them. And you would get fleece balls and you would throw them at the other team's frisbees and try to knock them down. But you could have garters, or like goalies. You could have 2 of them to each cone. So that would really help you out. So in that game, I got put on the team with my friend CA. So then our entire team thought of a plan where we all just throw, we hold as many fleece balls as we can, and we all just launch them into the sky and pray to God that something happens. And it was it was actually sick when we launched the plan. We just saw over 40 fleece balls soaring through the air, and then they all just started falling on the other team's side, and they were getting crashed. It was raining. It was raining fleece balls. Only one of them actually hit though, but it really threw off the guards for a second. So then we just started barraging them, but none of us missed. None of us made it. So Star Wars was probably one of the most fun games in my old school. So it might not have been like Star Wars, but it was really awesome. So I can't remember what other games that we played, so I'm gonna skip to the part where it gets interesting, kind of. So we're in the middle of a fire and ice, yeah, near the end, and the sky starts turning gray. We're like, it's probably just getting cloudy. Sky starts getting gray, and we are all thinking, it's nothing, it's just getting cloudy, because it usually gets cloudy in the afternoon during the summer. Either it gets really cloudy, or the sun just starts shining down on the earth like a frying pan or something, and you just die of heat stroke. It's one of the two. So that day, it's really cloudy. So we all think that it's just getting cloudy, but then someone, if you guys know that meme where the kid's like, wait a minute. He's like, wait a minute. It's raining. And then we all start looking up and then we see the raindrops falling. It's like, I see one hit my glasses because when it's raining, the rain hits your glasses. It's pretty obvious. So then we all have to go back inside. I'm like, yeah, our last field day's closed early because of rain. So me and my friends are still working on our comics when we hear the principal goes on the PA system and starts yelling, "Shelter in place, shelter in place," which means there's a tornado or something, or heavy wind or heavy rain or something. You have to hide under your desk or something like that. So we all just dive. We all just dive under our desk. Me and my friend are hiding under the same one. We have this big table where we do reading groups and a bunch of kids are hiding there. So we're hiding under there. Someone farts. It's chaotic. So then eventually the shelter in place is over and we're all safe and epic. So then when we're going back home, my bus takes a little while to get there. So we all just bolt because the teachers are all gathered up in the middle of the pod where all the classes are, all the classrooms are. So then we're just I'm out because a lot of people that ride my bus, we like to run. So just running, we get to our bus. I look up, the sky is turning red and white and blue at the same time. I'm like, what is this? Is the world becoming American or something? I was like, is the sky turning American? I'm like, oh wow, this was quite an eventful day. So that was probably one of my favorite